Science of government. The great man who says to the Rashiza, who begged him to discourse upon the duties of man, etc., for the benefit, after discoursing on the duties of the four classes and the four orders. We shall now describe Raja Dharma, or the duties and qualifications, etc., or rulers. In other words, we shall discuss as to who is fit to be a king, how he is to be selected, and how he can attain the highest bliss, salvation. Let a Kshatriya, ruler, whose knowledge, culture and piety are as perfect as those of a Brahmin, govern the country with perfect justice. Manu 7, A1, 2 in the following way, God teaches. Let there be for the benefit of the rulers and the ruled 3 assemblies, 1, religious, 2, legislative, 3, educational. Let each discuss and decide subjects that concern it, and adorn all men with knowledge, culture, righteousness, independence, and wealth, and thereby make them happy. Rig Veda 3:36, 6. Let the 3 assemblies, military councils, and the army harmoniously work together to carry on the government of a country. Atharva Veda 15:2, 9. 2. A king should address the assembly thus: let the leader of the assembly abide by the just laws passed by the assembly, and let other members do the same. Atharva Veda 19:7, 55. 6. It means that no single individual should be invested with absolute power. The king, who is the president of the assembly, and the assembly itself should be interdependent on each other. Both should be controlled by the people, who in their turn should be governed by the assembly. If the system be not followed and the king be independent of the people and have absolute power, he would impoverish the people, being despotic and hence arrogant, and oppress them, even eat them up. Just as a tiger or any other carnivorous animal pounces upon a robust animal and eats it up, a despotic ruler does not let anyone else grow in power, robs the rich, usurps the property by unjust punishment, and accomplishes his selfish end. One man should therefore never be given despotic power. Shathabhaman 12-2, 3, 7, 8. O men, let that man alone among you be made a king, the president of the assembly, who is very powerful, conqueror of foes, is never beaten by them, has the capacity to become the paramount sovereign, is most enlightened, is worthy of being made a president, who possesses most noble qualities, accomplishments, character and disposition, who is thoroughly worthy of the homage, trust and respect of all. Atharva Veda 1-6, 10, 98. O ye learned men, proclaim that man with one voice your king, the president and head of the state, who is just, impartial, well-educated, cultured and friend of all. In this way alone shall ye attain universal sovereignty, be greater than all, manage the affairs of the state, obtain political eminence, acquire wealth, and rid the world of its enemies. Ayurveda Veda 9:40. God teaches in the Veda, rulers, your implements of warfare, such as guns, rifles, bows, arrows, etc., and war materials, such as gunpowder, be worthy of praise, strong and durable to repel and conquer your enemies. Let your army be a glorious one, so that you may always be victorious. But the aforesaid things shall not be attainable to the contemptible, the despicable, and unjust. Rig Veda 139:2. In other words, it is only as long as men remain honorable, just and virtuous that they are politically great. When they become wicked and unjust, they are absolutely ruined. Let a nation, therefore, elect the most learned men as members of the educational assembly, the most devout men as members of the religious assembly, and men of the most praiseworthy character as members of the legislative assembly, and let the great man in it, who possess most excellent qualities, is highly accomplished, and bears most honorable character. He made the head or president of the political assembly. Let the three assemblies harmoniously work together, and make good laws, and let all abide by those laws. Let him all be of one mind in affairs that promote the happiness of all. All men should subordinate themselves to the laws that are calculated to promote general well-being. They should be free in matters relating to individual well-being. Qualifications of the head of the state: he should be as powerful as electricity, as dear to his people's hearts as their very breath, able to read the inmost thoughts of others, and just in his dealings as a judge. He should enlighten people's mind by the spread of knowledge, justice, and righteousness, and dispel ignorance and injustice as the sun illuminates the world. He should be like one who consumes wickedness like fire, keeps the wicked and the criminal under control like a jailer, gladdens the hearts of the good like the moon, makes the country rich and prosperous, as a treasurer keeps his treasury full, is powerful and majestic like the sun, keeps the people in order and awe, and on whom no one in the whole world dares to look with a stern eye. He alone is then fit to be the head of the state, who is like fire, air, the sun, the moon, a judge, a treasurer, a gaoler in keeping the wicked under control, and like electricity in power. Manu 7:4-6-7. The true king, the law alone is the real king, the dispenser of justice, the disciplinarian. The law is considered as the surety for the four classes in order to discharge properly their respective duties. The law alone is the true governor that maintains order among the people. The law alone is the protector. The law keeps awake whilst all the people are fast asleep. The wise, therefore, look upon the law alone as dharma or right. When rightly administered, the law makes all men happy, but when administered wrongly, i.e., without due regard to the requirement of justice, it ruins the king. All the four classes would become corrupt, all order would come to an end. There would be nothing but chaos and corruption if the law were not properly enforced. Where the law, which is likened unto a fear-inspiring man, black in color and with red eyes, striking fear into the hearts of the people, evil, and preventing them from committing crimes, rules supreme, there the people never go astray, and consequently live in happiness if it be administered by a just and learned man. He alone is considered a fit person to administer the law by the wise, who invariably speaks the truth, is thoughtful, highly intellectual, and very clever in the attainment of virtue, wealth, and righteous desires. The law rightly administered by the king greatly promotes the practice of virtue, acquisition of wealth, and secures the attainment of the heartfelt desires of his people. But the same law destroys the king who is sensual, indolent, crafty, malevolent, mean, and low-minded. Great is the power and majesty of the law. It cannot be administered by a man who is ignorant and unjust. It surely brings the downfall of the king who deviates from the path of rectitude. The law can never be justly administered by a man who is destitute of learning and culture, has no wise and good men to assist him, and is sunk in sensualism. He alone is fit to administer the law, which is another name for justice, who is wise, pure in heart, of truthful character, associates with the good, conducts himself according to the law, and is assisted by the truly good and great men in their discharge of his duties. Manu 7:17, 19, 24, 28, 30, 31.